This is what we have all been waiting for. Please pay close attention to what I will be sharing with you guys. Welcome back to the daily Solana update. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to every one of you guys for taking the time out of your day to come and watch the Sol updates and kill it with the support. Continue supporting, and I will continue to bring out these updates for you guys. I just want you guys to know I see your support. It does not go unnoticed. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If we're looking at the entire market at this point, this is something, especially for the people that have been here throughout the bear market of last year. 2023 was just all red, and we all know that. Coming out even pretty much quarter 3, quarter 4 of 2022 was a bear market. The FTX collapse, a lot of bearish news, but we're coming out of that phase. We're leaving that behind. The new market cycle is beginning, and we are witnessing a bull market right in front of our eyes, the early beginnings of it. And if any Joe is telling you out there that this right here is not a bull market, I hope you understand what a bull market is. If you're looking at it on the weekly time frame, you can see this for yourself. Everything right now is up substantially. Let's take a monthly dive. You can pretty much see this for yourself as well. Things have been pumping, and these are signs of a bull market. When you are retesting levels that you haven't seen for 2 years, that is an indication that you are in a bull market. So I hope you know that. But let's take a look at Solana because, of course, that is what everyone is here for. So if we're looking at the price of Solana right now, as of February 15th, Sol is currently sitting at $115.53, up 2.2A over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. We're down about 2.3 in BTC comparison because Bitcoin right now is outpacing Sol. Let's face it, guys, we have to give Bitcoin its credit where it belongs. And are we shocked on the channel about the Bitcoin move? Not. I was continuous. I'm going to repeat this because if you guys want, you can go watch any of my updates before this massive rally. We were talking about a specific Bitcoin price movement. And when we saw that close happen, I was expecting that we were going to see a massive boom. And that is what we have seen. So that is great. Looking at its market cap, sitting above $50 billion, $50, 6 cents billion to be exact. And the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at $2.07 billion. So what we're seeing happening with Solana right now is it's having a battle with BNB. We saw Solana take over the BNB spot a few hours ago. Then BNB took over, and then Solana took over, and BN took over. So we're seeing a battle. But in my personal opinion, I think Solana has everything for itself to be ranked at the top 4 spots, if not the top 3rd. I don't know why Tether is at the 3rd, but of course we need to keep in mind there's still a lot of money tied in Tether for people who are still waiting for a confirmation. These people are massive amounts of whales, and we have a lot of Tether right now that is still on the sidelines. So you could put that into his perspective that this much Tether is going to flow into the market at some time. And some of these whales only are here for 5 to 10 extra. They're not chasing those 130, 40, 200 XS because these guys are already big players. So this is also one thing you want to be noticing. We have a lot of money tied in us debt, and at some point that is going to flow into the market. And I think that's where the quote unquote bull market, especially the parabolic times, will start. And I think that it's going to happen honestly in quarter 3 and quarter 4 of this year. But again, that's just my own opinion at the end of the day. Only time is going to tell. And before we get into the update, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're going to take a look at this poll I did just 13 hours ago only. I asked you guys which coin will be the top gainer in February. So hey, we're already halfway through the month. And again, cannot wrap my head around how fast this year is going by. And you are going to be shocked when you realize the year is already at the end. And this bull market is going to go in a snap of a finger, in my opinion. So what you're looking at is, I asked, and about 3,000 votes have come in over the last 13 hours. Of course, the options were VetChain, Caspa, Cardano, Solana, and comment 4 other. And you guys can see 36A. And who's coming at the top once again? So itself, Solana interest right now is insanely, insanely high. And if you're looking at Solidify, it's pretty much hitting all-time highs for its total value locked. Yearly highs for total value locked. We still have a long way to go for us to get to all-time high for the total value locked. But you can see money is flowing into its DeFi. We're looking at $2 billion in total value locked. Why is that the case? People are starting to understand what Solana is. People are starting to use Solana. And how can we see that? Of course, number one, you can see the on-chain metrics. And on top of that, you can see some numbers, especially the wallets. The Phantom wallet has gained activity over the past 12 months. and it's up 220 in terms of its activity. And that should just tell you people are flocking towards Sol. And I don't think that's going to stop, considering what Solana has obtained in just a short period. If you're looking at some of the news, of course, you can see that Solana-based coin render is going to be listed on Coinbase, the biggest exchange in the crypto space, arguably. Of course, some people come out and say it's Binance, but honestly, when it comes to fiat gateway, Coinbase wins it. We do see a majority of the volume flowing in through Coinbase, and that's just that. And that is great to see, of course. And on top of that, what you can see right here is Solana achieved $45 billion plus in Solana mobile sales on Shopify. A majority of 51 of customers opted to use USDC, totaling $20 million via Solana Pay, powered by Helio. So this right here is, of course, really interesting. It's going to attract a lot of companies, I think, that could be looking to dive into the blockchain space and maybe even looking into Sol itself. But the amount of sales that we're seeing with Solana Mobile, if you were going back 12 months ago, no one was paying attention to it, right? But what you're seeing now is people are speculating whether or not we're going to see what the original Solana phone did. It gave so much free money to the people who hold the phone. We saw a bunch of airdrops, a bunch of NFTs, which were, if you add them all up, you're talking thousands of dollars worth for free for just owning the phone. So pretty much if you got for about $700, that paid for itself. So that's that, great things happening day by day. We're seeing so many positive things happening, as you know. But now let's take a look at the price, of course, for Sol. I'm going to quickly go over BTS, as you guys know. At this point, I'm sure everyone knows what Bitcoin has done. $52,000. We're sitting at some key resistance levels. Exactly the target that we were aiming for on my channel has been reached. But with that said, this resistance is quite a strong resistance, as you can see for yourself. And that's why we're sitting literally at that spot. We might see a little bit of high risk momentum and a little bit of a rejection. Future traders might be locking in some profits around here. But once we push into the 23.6 fib zone, guys, this is where we start talking about all-time highs already. So insane stuff happening for BTSE. But now let's take a look at Solana. Solana is holding strong right now. Before anyone comes out and says Solana hasn't hit a yearly high yet, what's going on? Give it a break. Give Sol a break. Solana is going to reach a yearly high before you know it. And since our breaking out of this resistance, we have not seen this resistance breaking below as, of course, a resistance. Again, we have turned into support, as you can see just yesterday. No, I'm sorry. On the 13th, we retested $108. 38 cents. So let's say you had some buy orders placed in at the support and those got filled. You did see Solana go up an additional 10. And I think it's a matter of time before we see the new yearly high for Sol. And speaking about a new yearly high, we're very, very close. It's just a move of about another 10. And then we will officially hit that new yearly high. If you enjoyed this video, kindly click on the like button, drop me a comment, and click the subscribe button down below to enjoy more existing updates.